Hey, Cindy.
Hey, Kurt. How are you?
I am great. Here I am in Holland, Michigan. We just put up the tree and we're excited for virtual Hall of Fame kickoff.
I know I can't even believe it. To everybody out there, we're ending day one with our best of design 2020, and what a great day it's been. And we're going to end it with a cocktail party. I'm Cindy Allen, editor-in-chief of Interior Design, and of course, you know my great friend Kurt Vander. He's the global brand director of Haworth. And Kurt, you guys design amazing products, serious solutions, but you and I both know we know how to throw a party, right?
I think we usually have competition who had more people at their party.
Exactly.
The private suite party that Haworth would throw, or your Hall of Famers. But now we're getting to join forces.
Yeah, thank you so much, my sweet Kurt, for co-hosting with me. I love the tree. I mean, we're both sort of festive in different ways, right?
And I love your background and your scarf. We got a new tree in our headquarters, and the New Yorker and me said, make it a little taller.
I love it. You look fantastic. And it does make me think about the tree trimming at Rock Center when the tree goes up, and that it would be this week. Isn't it crazy, Kurt?
It would so be this week. Last week, the best part of Hall of Fame week is going and walking around New York, seeing all the lights, hearing the music, going by Saks Fifth Avenue and seeing the laser light show, and then our party at the last year at the Plaza Hotel, which was fantastic.
Oh, Kurt. Oh, well, we're sort of having a reenactment, and we're bringing some fabulous friends to come out today and chat with us and talk about the Hall of Fame and their memories and looking forward into the future, right?
Absolutely. Some of our best friends from over the years, and it's exciting to welcome them today and share them with the audience. We welcome everybody wherever you are.
Yeah, wherever you are, welcome. That is the one really shining light, is that we normally have an event that has about 1,400 people. Now it can go out to millions. And so we want to send you love and well wishes. And we want you to meet our really good friends, right, Kurt?
Absolutely. We've got a great lineup today of previous Hall of Famers. They have great stories. They have amazing talents. And we thought it'd be great to kind of travel around the world and check in with them.
Yes. Okay. So you want to start?
Sure. So our first guest comes from the coast of Europe, from the city of Milan, and one of our best friends. And before we do that, we're welcoming everyone for a hello.
Oh, yes.
So
everyone, yes. Everyone come out and say hello.
They just put it.
By the way, there's a lot of instructions to everyone out there. You got to say hello. You got to put your video on. You got to put your mic. Everyone say hi. Hall of Famers. Throughout the year.
Oh, hello.
Scotty. Ed, you're so funny. So we're going to join and chat with each one, and then at the end come back together for a toast. So wave again. And Patricia, you're first. Stay on with us.
I stay on.
You stay on.
We'll talk to the rest of you later.
Okay, Ed, we'll see you later.
All right.
So our first guest today is our
Ed.
dear friend, Patricia. And we thought, what a great honor to talk to you, Patricia, today from Milan, and let you kick off our celebration.
Yes, and Patricia was, just for everyone to know, so Patricia was inducted in 2011, which, my God, Patricia, I can't believe it's almost 10 years ago.
Well, after this special year, we changed our relation with time, I think. Then, even the 10 years before, I don't know how to think about them. I think this year was really important even for that. I like a lot the concept of time, no? And I remember you came to Milano to prepare, and it was really fun.
Yeah, and your girls were really young.
Yeah.
And the funny thing that you talk about time is because at the time, at the Triennale, you had a big installation on time back then.
O'clock. It was an installation.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, it was an exhibition, very interesting about time. And I spoke to you about this argument a lot. And
Right.
then I arrived to that incredible place in New York. I had family in that period in New York, my niece and her husband, her American husband, and they were with me in that celebration. And obviously, you have to understand. I don't know. Me, I'm coming from Milano. Then for me, in that moment, it will be now the same to arrive, to be in New York, to be part of this great community in that hotel. That was fantastic. I think they have to. I remember that the hotel, there was a very nice little thing that the hotel has beehives in the rooftop. And parties of Andy Warhol on the train station under the hotel. Then I think these two things, we don't have to forget them, no? And they were in my heart when I went there, and I was part of your community, of the state community. Then it was the 13th of December, and I dedicated to my mother because it was her holy Santa Lucia day. And I remember that I dedicated to her. That was really important to give my hour to her and to be with. And so this year was I married with Alberto.
Oh my God! Hey, oh my God! Love that! Oh my God! But beautiful. But Kurt, there's a really good story about. Now I'm remembering. There's a story here, right?
Yeah, there's a really good story. So, at the Hall of Fame at the Waldorf Astoria, I was with Franco Bianchi, our CEO, and I said, you know, I've been watching Patricia's work. We need to meet her. I think it would be awesome to find a way to work with her. And Patricia,
after the dinner, we met. It was the first time, and it was a very nice night. I think I really appreciated the situation, the whole of it. I think I was a little bit Ginger Rogers dancing there, and Marilyn Monroe, and I was all these things, and any kind of circumstance. There were all these histories in my mind, and I think that it was very, very interesting to keep. It was a year that we did a very I was reading, what about my 2011, and we did an opera set, classic opera set in my.
I remember, yes.
In my country, and that was really another very strange circumstance, and it was especially in that year. Then and then the exhibition. There were a lot of very interesting things that happened. I think so it's nice to share with all of you.
That is so nice. But you know, it's funny because Kurt, when we think of Patricia, we definitely think of Haworth and this long and beautiful relationship you've had. But till we got on now, it's like, oh my God, that's right. It kind of started there. So that's like
you were the Cupido. You were the Cupido, the little angel. Tack, and put in the connection.
I love that. I love that.
It started in that. You're on the Hall of Fame in the Waldorf, and it flourished for us, for the Studio Orchiola and Patricia and Haworth, and we've done so many wonderful things all around the world.
Amazing. I know, you know, whenever I want to know where you are, Patricia, I just ask Kurt.
Nice.
How's Patricia? Where are you? Are you guys skiing somewhere or working somewhere or something?
We are in Milano. Here we are.
Patricia, tell us can you tell us how things are going? How you're doing?
Well, I think we have many ways to tell what we are doing in this moment. You know, I think I like, because I work with my husband, and my family and the studio are all together. And we this year, the whole community that works with me, we keep it. Like that's the first thing. We are really proud now that is the end of the year, and we said we keep the whole community, and we are all working together. We're still working. That is a nice thing. I think I'm proud because I was asking myself at the end of June, at the end of the beginning of the first lockdown, how much I used in the right way all the circumstance, this new circumstance, which is and how much I was open to my family or to new circumstances or the new way of being with others. There were a lot of questions to myself, and I think obviously we are in a moment very vulnerable. It's evident. I think we even don't have to use this word because we are all using them. But I think we have to work on that element. I love all of us with all these little digital issues, no, that we are finally very natural, like, because we are afraid that something is not working, and all these things I think are important to create the next future. I think we have to work in many of those things.
Great, and I can't wait to have a design session soon. And can't wait
normal,
to see you.
Nobody's going to do for us. We have to do for ourselves, and has to do a lot in how we use the energy for in this digital little bit medieval, how much we know how to construct our cathedrals. It's a question of changing the way we can use the energies we have in between us. Then I don't want to be serious and
so we're going to have a toast to you, and we're going to come back at the end for another toast.
Cheers to you.
Yeah?
Perfecto.
Okay.
Cheers,
Very happy
Patricia.
to be here with you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much.
Very happy.
Piero, we were telling the story. Piero, we were telling the story because Patricia and Haworth got together at the Hall of Fame. That's how it started.
It's a fantastic idea.
It was a great story. I didn't know till years.
You know, I like the idea when Patricia she's talking about of Cupido. Can you imagine Cupido dressed in a different way with the special arrow, you know? It's something completely different, but it's fantastic, the idea to combine together a special different level of love. Fantastico. Brava, Patricia.
Yes. Well, we're here. Okay, we're here with Kurt from my good friend at Haworth and Piero Listoni. Piero, first of all, you remember when you were inducted? I have a really cute story about you. Do you know the story?
Which one?
The story about Piero. Well, first of all, I have to say something. Like, I love Piero so much, like big love. But when I inducted him, it was. Oh, so when was it? Hang on a second. I have it down. Piero, it was in 2005. We didn't really know, like, of course I knew you, which is I wanted to induct you, but we weren't pals yet, right? So it's different when you don't have like kind of that personal relationship. But I love when bringing people in, Kurt. I love bringing them in and like showing them the room, and you see all the people there. And you told me, you remember this or no?
Yes.
Okay, that he walked around the block and was considering whether or not he should come back in because he was kind of nervous.
A little overwhelming, Piero.
Yes, and I tried to escape, you know, when I was in front of the entrance and a lot of people, there was unbelievable well dressed. And I think, oh my God, I'm in the wrong place, you know, I need to escape. And when I move inside like a spy, and I try to understand what happened. And a few minutes later, I met Cindy, and I asked her, please, Cindy, I'd like to disappear. And second one, if you like my presence, and if you like, I can stay there, but I need one martini cocktail. A gin martini before, otherwise, you know, no chance for talking or doing something. And she prepared for me, she asked, okay, Piero, we drink together martini. Yeah. Did you remember, Cindy?
Yeah, oh, I remember. I remember because I still have such a strong memory that like, if you didn't walk back in that room, we would not like love each other right now.
Yeah, it was anyway a fantastic beginning because if you remember, we finished in one shot 2 martini cocktail with olives, you know, we was a little bit drunk after that, and then start, you know, very, very happy to talk and discuss in the show, and the show must go on.
No, you know, I also, another thing I remember, Kurt, he gets up on stage and, you know, people completely in awe, and you made some jokes and you just brought the house down. I don't remember what the jokes were, but I just remember you brought the house down. So I want to thank you for that. Piero, are you guys doing okay? How are you doing?
Well, listen, we do, in an optimistic way, we do a lot of different things and tools. I like to be optimistic and think in the last month, we learned a lot, and it was incredible human lesson. First, to be inside in a community. Second one, to respect the qualities of the different answer from the different people inside in the same community. And, I only think, okay, after that, we need probably to redesign a little bit our life, but we need to be back again in our classical qualities of confusion and under pressure and a little bit crazy life.
Yeah.
I like to be back.
I know.
For many different reasons, I understood a lot, but for some other reasons, and for that, I like to be like a child. I like to be back a little bit, not too much, but a little bit back a little bit. Otherwise, Cindy, it's impossible to join together again another martini cocktail.
I know.
I know. I need to start again to move. I need to start again to say hello to my friends. And I need to start again to jump inside in this natural rhythm of life. That's it, not more.
I completely
Piero, the last
agree.
time I
Kurt,
talked to you, you joined us in the House of Haworth, and we also did that with Cindy and some of the pieces you did for Casina, and it was
Beautiful.
you were really great and inspiring when the pandemic first started.
Thank you, but I'm, Kurt, I'm only lucky. When you talk about of production or if you talk about of products, we are one part, one part in a recipe, but the recipe, is many different people, many different intelligences, many different capacity, and all together we do a product or a project or something like this. That's it. But believe I'm one single part inside in a recipe.
But your ingredient has a lot of flavor, and for that we love you.
has the best flavor.
So Piero, we want to give a toast to you today. I don't have a martini. I have some good old Italian wine. So
I
thanks
prepare
for
a
joining.
martini. Wait one second. Wait one
Okay,
second.
get your martini.
While he's going,
Kurt, he's so cute, huh?
he's the best.
I know, so cute. Yeah.
Look,
Oh, wait, he's
Oh,
coming.
here we
He's
come.
coming.
Here
Look.
comes the martini.
a
Okay.
gin martini.
Gin martini.
Well prepared. Fantastic
Perfect
gin
glass.
martini.
Okay.
Cheers.
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 Piero, stay. We'll see you in a little bit, okay?
All right. See you, Piero.
Okay.
Thanks, Piero.
Love
Bye.
you.
Ciao.
Love you. Love you.
Hello, Ed.
Hello, hello.
So good to see you.
Ed
It's good to
Finer. Oh my God. If you don't make us so happy.
I'm still alive.
Would you stop it?
And well, I might add.
So
You
wait,
know-
so I want everyone out there to know, so who's ever listening in, because actually I haven't seen Ed for a while, but Ed was, when we inducted Ed into the Hall of Fame, which was, hang on, I'm looking it up, 2004. Ed was the GSA's chief architect, that was to the government, and did amazing, amazing work to progress design in buildings and government buildings all over the country. I mean, it's really unbelievable. And has since, now you've been with, for how long have you been with Perkins and Will?
About 11 years.
11 years. And I have been on quite a few juries that, because he started design excellence within Perkins and Will. A very, very special, brilliant, and fun Ed Viner. And I can't tell you, I'm so happy to see you.
Well, there was so many things that went through my mind when I got the invitation to be with you this afternoon. And one of the things that's really interesting is that there is a connection. I think Eva is on this call
Yes.
with Haworth. And I don't know if Haworth realizes that, they're in the middle of a television commercial for an accounting firm, and they use the Haworth headquarters as the backdrop.
Yes, I remember it. I
Know that.
remember that. Yes, exactly.
Cool.
Eva and Ralph. And it was
That's
just
amazing.
With Ralph Johnson.
I know, it's just amazing. I mean, so much has happened since 2004.
Yes.
I was kidding around earlier that I can't keep a job, but one of the things that went through my mind when I got the invitation was the song about I've seen clouds from both sides now.
Ah,
And I've
from
always,
both sides now,
right.
up and down.
But the rest of the song is pretty depressing. It's
yeah, yeah,
depressing.
Yeah.
But that was not, the real purpose of it. But what I always wondered when I worked as a client was what it was like to be on the other side of the table when I was throwing things at them and how they would come around. And I learned a lot of things because for the last 15 years, I've really been on the other side of the table, except for one little detour in Las Vegas.
right. The Las Vegas one, yeah.
But let's not discuss that one too
No,
much.
we weren't saying it. You were, but
Detours are allowed, Ed.
But what was really funny is that what I really did learn, and I learned it not as much when I was with GSA, but after, that in order to really achieve true excellence in design, that it's very valuable to work for an enlightened client. It's a client that really wants something special.
Right.
Now, if you don't have a client like that, well, then your job is to make them enlightened. So, I mean, that was kind of one of the real things that I did learn. But over the last year, what I've learned also is how to work with technology.
Right.
Which up until a year ago, I really didn't have to. I just had to buy an airplane ticket and show up. But now it's so different, and learning how to communicate and to feel through a flat screen. And like we're doing right now. And it's really a challenge because so much of the relationship between a client and a consultant or a designer is that personal relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And so much of it is chemistry.
Right.
It's feeling the warmth and having peripheral vision to see who else is in the room, what are they thinking,
Right.
and it's hard to do that. And I'm getting better at it along the way.
It's certain. No, I completely agree, and in that way, I say the generations are sort of equalizing out because you're forced to learn technology. And when you talk about relationships, I actually think about Kurt because like Haworth has amazing product, and over the years it's only grown and grown and grown. But it is those relationships that make us feel something, and Kurt does to me. So, and to many people, everyone loves Kurt. So anyway. I'm seeing him down the road
your
here.
Your bubbly personality comes right through my flat screen monitor. Your smile and your enthusiasm. It's the same Ed that I know from years ago.
Exactly.
I just wish I was with you guys. I mean, I hope that vaccine works.
I know, it's got to work, Ed. Come on, it's got to work.
It really does. And things have changed also in the nature of government and what their expectations are. And when we were doing it, we were looking for something that was different. How did we start to define America's contribution to design? And, courthouses and buildings like that, like they looked like old plantations for the most part. And, we wanted to start to look at a diverse architecture, diverse interior design.
Yes.
And that was one of the goals. And we got there partially, I think.
What you did was amazing, honestly,
Ed, you did an amazing thing, and you helped the architecture of the United States and inspired many young architects.
Yeah, I mean, talk about something that, like, where in some ways didn't think there was a possibility, and you saw the possibility, and it just skyrocketed, and it was a very exciting time.
And Cindy, we had people that worked together. It was a team.
Yeah.
And it was, like Marilyn. I don't know if you remember Marilyn Farley.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Les Shepard.
Yes, Les. Yes.
All of these people worked together, and we had a common goal, and everyone contributed to getting there. And now that I've been in the private sector for the last 15 years, and I see also that the firms that I've worked for Skidmore, Owings and Merrill, and Perkins and Will, and a little bit of Las Vegas Sands, that it is based on collaboration. It's based on people getting together and thinking together, brainstorming, and coming up with innovation, new ideas. And that's what's so exciting about our profession, the design profession.
Certainly is. And listen, we want to thank you really with all our big heart to your big heart, Ed. And
Right, we
were
thank
so
you for
excited.
joining us, and it's great to
Yes.
hear your voice and see your smiling face.
Yes.
So cheers to you, Ed.
Cheers,
Well,
you did a
thank
great
you
job
so much.
getting on and off. Now
Mine
you're gonna come back.
only water.
That's okay. Mine's only Diet Coke. That's okay.
Mine
So should I
too.
flip? I'm going to flip my stop video. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're gonna see you in a little while, okay?
All right.
You did
All right, bye,
great.
Ed.
Isn't he amazing? He's so
He is
cute.
fantastic.
He's so cute. Oh my God.
And
we
speaking of
have-
fantastic,
Speaking of amazing and wonderful and gorgeous and the nicest person and so talented, and we could just go on and on forever, which would kind of get boring, I think, is Lauren Mote.
I have
hi,
to show
Lauren.
the new baby, the new
Oh my
puppy in town.
That's a new one? Oh my God.
A 14-week-old Bolognese. She had to come up in my lap. She said, "Hi, everyone."
She's so cute. She's so cute. Well, Lauren was inducted in 1997. And you know, the thing
I
that
can't
was,
believe you said the date.
what's wrong? It's amazing. You're like a goddess. You're like a goddess. The thing I feel bad about, and always have, is that like before I started, so that would have been 2001, there were no videos. And frankly, maybe 10 years of videos is on different kind of systems than we have now. Do you know what I mean? We have to do something about that because it would be so amazing to document everybody again.
Would be.
How are you, Lauren?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you. This has been so fun. It's been fun talking with everyone. And I just can't believe that we don't all get to be together because it is one of my favorite times too. But we'll look so forward to next year. It will just be like the biggest party ever.
I know, Lauren, you're so sweet because you're such an optimist too. But
Yeah.
it is like, oh my God, I'm not gonna see you there. It's kind of hard to imagine in a way, you know?
Well, I'm glad that Gary, you'll see when he comes on, he dressed up and I put on a necklace and, you know, we dressed up too. So we're pretending. And
I love that.
As Kurt was talking, I poured myself a glass of red wine so that I could, you know, because normally I would be at the party and I would be drinking a glass of wine.
Exactly.
I know. And you have, well, your relationships with everyone loves Lauren, but Kurt, Lauren is doing, you know, is designing for you guys too, right?
Oh, yeah. We just went to Houston. And speaking of videos, she is the star of the show of the new Lida sofa collection, named after her grandmother.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
That's so beautiful.
It was really fun showing Kurt around Houston and that Houston's really not so bad. It's not really designed backwards. It's actually a pretty nice place to be.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
And the
for
weather
sure.
was fantastic, too.
Oh, well, you know, Kurt, I know you like some good weather. Me too. So Lauren, tell us, because you do, look, you do a lot of commercial work, but a lot, you've worked over the years in hospitality. And by the way, you're up for 1 million awards for Best of Year. But how is the business going?
You know, I have to say, I kind of have to pinch myself a little bit because it's going well. We're doing well. We're doing absolutely great. I mean, we're very lucky. We're very blessed. You know, it's been concerning for everyone. And I think as Piero said, it's not, you know, it's fun because, you know, part of this business is being around and the excitement of working together and watching your clients' eyes light up and your team and teaching. And so we've learned to deal with these electronics and do it in a different way. But I'm ready to get back with people for sure. I'm going to tomorrow, but we're doing well. We have work around the world. We've picked up some new interesting projects, and you know, as life goes on, you get to do fun things. I started my career doing high-rise buildings with Skidmore, Owings and Merrill, one of the alumni, and focused on interiors. And so we're getting back into buildings, and we're also getting into landscape design and architecture. In fact, you'll die laughing, but I was on the UT website thinking, I wonder if I could get a master's in landscape and do it online remotely.
Because she has nothing more to do. It's like,
Because I have nothing to do, right?
that is amazing. And Kurt,
Well,
you guys have had a long relationship, right? Everyone
Yeah.
loves Lauren.
I've known Lauren Rote for so long, and like others, I'm like, Lauren, we need to find a project, and her hospitality background is awesome, as that life is now our new corporate life. So her knowledge in that and expertise has been amazing for Haworth.
Well, and as Kurt knows, I'm always trying to put power everywhere. Power tables, power sofas, power this.
Because
But we
she
might have taken a
herself
fun
is an
Friday
Energizer
couple trips
bunny.
to
That's
Italy.
why. Because she's powered. What did you say? Sorry.
We might have taken a fun trip to Italy.
You might have. When was that? Hello.
Oh, we did before. Well, when Kurt asked me to do the sofa, you know me, Cindy, I overthink everything. So I thought, well, this and that. And I spent about 2 days doing all these sketches, not designing the sofa yet, but all these sketches about how the sofa is going to become the new desk. And, you know, now your body gets to 7 feet versus your desk, and your desk gets to 2. But anyway, one of the things I said to Kurt was, you know, I think it would be really fun and appropriate to combine your European, particularly Patrona Frau, and the others' capabilities and the design of the sofa, the stitching. And so I said, I have to go see the factory. That's what he's referring to.
Ah, there you go. Oh, I remember when you went. And by the way, this is the thing that I keep saying. When I hear stories or I know things that I'm like, this is when you're so proud of the design industry, because you were doing that pre-COVID. You were like powering up, being able to work on this. So like things like that make me so proud of you and the design community, that there are a lot of good things that everyone was doing in the right way. And see, you should be proud to like, sort of like, oh yeah, so you can now you can spec that sofa and work from home or wherever. And
Exactly.
I was interested in the sofa. We were talking about the specs, Lauren, if I recall. Okay, that's another story.
Well, Lauren's got an amazing community in Los Angeles, New York, and Houston, and a great team.
And Montauk, wherever she goes.
I know, and I'm missing it. I'm missing being out there, but it's nice here. Like I say, one of the few days you can actually have a fire, so I put one on in the fireplace.
I just love that. I'm like the fire, the tree, and I don't know, I'm red mistletoe or something. I don't know.
It's a fabulous time of the year.
Yes, well, a cheers to
Lauren, a cheers.
Lauren
A
A,
toast.
who we love so much. Cheers, Lauren.
Cling,
Cheers.
cling.
Ding,
Kurt,
ding,
love
ding.
you all.
Love you.
Great
We'll see
to
you at
see
the
you.
end, okay? It's going so fast, Kurt, right?
I know it is. And we have
How
great
is this
stories with all
happening?
these fun people.
I know.
And
How
such
how lucky are we, Kurt?
It's good. It's good.
I know. You look so dapper. I love the jacket, can I just say?
Well, it was a little Italian shopping in January, right before the shutdown.
Uh-huh. Well, you look so good. Oh, there I hear Todd. Hi,
Hey,
Todd.
Todd.
Hello. Hey, thank you for doing this.
Oh, it's certainly our pleasure. Todd DeGarmo, CEO of Studios Architecture. You were inducted in 2007, Todd.
Yes, so I've gotten to enjoy this for many years. And I have to say, one of my fondest memories is being at the Haworth party with Lauren, because we were going to try to fit in both that and the Hall of Fame event beforehand. So it was great. It was a very snowy day.
Yeah.
We made it.
This is why Kurt and I always have to do the party, because we throw good parties. And so whenever we think of one, we go, oh, Haworth for sure.
One of the upsides, of course, of this is I am traveling less, and I'm with Bill more. And one of the great things for me in 2007, was being able to acknowledge that we'd been together for 17 years, but of course, then we couldn't be married. So now it's 34 years, and we're married.
That is so beautiful. Do you know that
Congrats.
reminds me that, first of all, thank you for sharing. That's a beautiful story. It reminds me of years before that. Well, it could have been around then. I don't know. But Bill Sofield, as we all know, amazing designer. He gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. I don't know if you guys remember this, but anyway, he bought more tables than anyone in the history, like 12 tables, like crazy. And at some point, the question was like, like, why did you, what, And he said, because this is going to be like my wedding, because I'll never really be allowed to get married. Isn't that like, and now how life has changed and times have changed and all those beautiful things. So love to Bill Sofield, but that is so lovely. And also because your husband doesn't come, he's not part of the industry. So having him there and share in that wonderful night, that's kind of special.
Well, that's what, I mean, you've created so many magic moments for all of us, and recreating this at this moment is particularly important. So, Kurt, thank you both.
Oh, we're delighted, and I do think that sometimes we take for granted significant things that happen because it's something we're supposed to do, and then it gets taken away from us, and then we miss it so much. So even just having this hour together, just like, I'm like giddy. I feel so happy. I see Kurt in his super cute jacket that, of course, he was texting me about his jacket. And Todd, you're amazing. Tell us how Studios is doing. How are you guys holding up?
Well, it's been a great moment of reinvention, right? And that's what we love. So reinventing the way we work on a day-to-day basis. I never considered that every 2 weeks I talk to the whole firm from Paris to Los Angeles. And we have hundreds of people on phone. We've taken the time to learn new technologies because, our design process is messy. We do pinup walls. We can do that electronically. We can do that with our clients. The younger people, I think, have enjoyed engaging in conversations. We hired a newscaster to train all our staff to be on screen, which they love.
That's smart.
That's cool. That's a great tip, everybody out there.
Hey, it's, and things like that.
I could have told you. I mean, come on, I would have gone.
I know you could have, but I'm so lucky to get as much time for you as I do.
I know,
So,
I want my Todd time.
but we hired somebody that leads us in meditation. So just to take 10 minutes or 15 minutes to breathe and realize the stress. But and then our clients need everything reinvented, right?
They need everything, right?
Right. So that's, I think, the same with Lauren. There's so much in the relationship, so much excitement about helping them imagine that, and it has to do with space and furniture and decoration and technology and it's so much fun because all of a sudden you get to be at the table. We all love collaboration, but truly be at the table, right? How many times in my life did I ever think I'd get to be in the same space with Patricia and Piero, right? And Lauren and Gary.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And you can do this all the time now.
Yeah, exactly. I know, even for me, if there's a young talent that I'm interested in, it used to be you'd wait that they were coming into New York, and right. Now I just say, set up a call. I want to talk to this young person or whoever. And it's so that is definitely a big benefit. But also, I kind of think if everything is going to get redesigned, and we all talk about wellness, I'm like, if everything needs to be redesigned, that means you guys are going to be busier than ever, and is all this wellness going out the window?
Well, Todd, I worked with you a lot in New York, so how is it working in Florida?
Well, I think it doesn't really matter where you are. I think that's sort of an interesting thing. And for Studios, we're founded as an international firm. Our clients are all over the world. So for us, maybe this isn't all that different, right? You get to, I've spent time in various places. So, this was about being around family. So as I say, I got to see my 91-year-old mother on Thanksgiving for the first time since March. So
awesome.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, we're glad to hear that the firm is doing well. And you have some great tips. That broadcaster thing is a really cute idea. Maybe I have another career going on for that.
Yeah. Well, I think the other is what you're doing.
What?
Is to preserve the equity of this moment, just like you said, that you can reach out to emerging design talent all over the world. And so you know, I'm looking forward to being in the room with everybody, but I'm looking forward, how do we connect the world and keep them connected to our room? So that will be the real challenge in it all. I don't want to give that music up.
No.
Because
no.
we're more connected than ever, right, with everybody. Just like we talked earlier that a few people got to go to Hall of Fame, and this week and next week, many and hundreds can be a part of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, there could be millions that end up watching some of these things and feel like, what is that? You know, like we know it, we take it for granted. Now we're putting it out there in the universe and sharing it. And sharing you guys, that's the thing that makes me get up in the morning, honestly, is like, who can I talk to today and how can we share it so that somebody else gets inspired?
Well, Cindy, there's no greater voice for designers than you in the whole wide world. You are the best spokesman and the best advocate of anyone.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. All right, well.
But Todd, we salute you.
Todd,
Well,
we love you. Yes, we honor you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
And
Cheers.
we'll see you at the end, okay?
Yeah, with a martini by then.
Okay, good.
Made
Okay.
by Piero. Eva, welcome.
Maddox. Oh my God.
How are you?
Oh my God, Eva, we're so happy to see you.
Yes, super happy.
I'm thrilled. I'm delighted. I mean, it's like holiday time again to get to see people. It's
Yeah.
great.
And we all kind of got sort of dressed up.
We did.
I didn't wear my tux or my fancy earrings. So anyway, what a great combination of bringing everyone together. You all are fabulous.
Thank you.
We try. So I think of you when I think about you, I think of like a powerhouse in Chicago and how many people you must have mentored all over the years, and still with that beautiful smile and super charisma that you have. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Actually, you know, I've really enjoyed listening to everyone talk about what's going on in the profession, because I really do think we're in the best profession ever. To be able to communicate and also to be able to continuously relive these wonderful experiences that we've all had in design.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I've been very busy with a lot of crazy things. I do a lot of painting. You know, it's funny, I'm not running around the country designing, but I'm actually just designing in my own way. I've really enjoyed painting.
Wait, so Eva, wait, so tell everybody that how many years was your career at Perkins & Will?
Well, I was at Perkins & Will for 15 years. And then, of course, Eva Maddox Associates for, I think it was 27 or something.
Oh my God. And you were inducted, just so you know, you were inducted in 1992.
Yeah, long time ago.
I take it as a badge of honor. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of cool. I think it's that kind of cool. But
It's like a platinum medal.
Yeah, exactly. And so then, are you officially retired?
Yeah, I'm officially retired. Occasionally, I do a few things, but I try really not to. I decided that, you know, 50 years in the profession is okay, and that I should just sort of, you know, have fun. And that's what I've been doing, you know, traveling and up until now.
You're still mentoring young people, right? Aren't you on the board of the college in Italy?
Yes, I am. And I really had a great experience this spring and taught a course at the University of Cincinnati, which was so much fun.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, a graduate course. We did it online too, and I was very proud of myself that I could figure all this out.
You're fantastic. I want everyone to know that Eva designed one of Haworth's first showrooms when we went to the Merchandise Mart.
I remember it won awards.
Brainchild of when we reinvented ourselves in 2004 and put the pool in the showroom.
Right.
I remember that. Again, it won, I'm sure it like won IIDA awards. Like I remember that it was award winning, that when that pool went in, and you know, you get me on a pool, anything with water, I get like weak in the knees, but that was a big deal.
Yeah, that was a fabulous project, and you know, down to the last minute. And I think that, you know, a lot of the work in design and in our profession. I think the fact that, you know, we have to think ahead and we have to try all these things in advance. I remember putting, you know, the floor down about 6 hours before NeoCon started. So, you know,
Of
those
course.
are the type of things that
stress.
you go like, oh my God, how could you do that?
Yeah.
But everyone in this room, in our room today, has done a million of those things, you know?
Right, exactly. I was like, that you have time to like go have lunch. You have 6 hours. That's like nothing.
Right.
No,
Exactly.
Well,
right.
Eva, you've done many things, including the building I'm in right now, which we live in and we love every day, and it's your great work.
Oh, it was such a pleasure. I have loved my working relationship with Haworth over the years. You know, it's been a long time. I think that I have worked with the 3 members of the Haworth family. You know, it goes back to your
TW.
grandfather, the grandfather,
Beautiful.
and Dick and Matt.
That's so beautiful. Just for everyone out there listening, like how important it is to have like relationships, and that the relationships matter and that they
Yes.
carry on, because that is a perfect example of it.
Yeah, it's really, and you know, I think that's the other thing that Ed was talking about in terms of projects and things. People always said, oh, Eva, you get the best projects. And I'm going like, no, you make the projects the best.
I love that. Did you hear that out there? Yes. That's
great.
beautiful. Yes, yes. So Kurt, you've known her for many years.
I've known Eva for so long. We've traveled the world together. We have built spaces together for clients, for Haworth, crazy things. But one of our best trips was a trip to Peru
Oh
to
my
see
goodness.
the Nazca line.
That
Wow.
was fabulous.
Wait, so tell us the highlight. Like,
Getting in a
Okay.
plane and flying over the Nazca lines. And the plane was like a 4-person scary thing,
scary thing.
but it was great.
And we rode in rickshaws and we hiked and toured. It was amazing.
Oh, that is beautiful. See, that's why you still look beautiful. And I don't know, you could work another 10 years. Come on. No pressure. No pressure.
I could if I wanted to.
I know you could. I know. God bless you. That's for sure. Yes.
Well,
Well,
you know.
a toast.
Eva,
To
thanks
one
for
and only.
everything and great to see you today.
Wait a minute. I want to
And cheers to you.
Cheers to
Yeah.
you all. Thank you
Cheers to
very
you.
much.
Cheers to you.
Cheers,
Okay, we'll see you
Eva.
in a few minutes. I think
Okay.
we've got Gary. Gary, first of all, Gary, I want to thank you
Hi,
for
Gary.
getting all dressed up.
Oh, it is Hall of Fame. It is Hall of Fame.
It is Hall of Fame. I had a big issue with my backdrop because it is when I put on, I'm actually not in black. I'm normally in black. When I'm in black, it totally blows out my face because it's so dark, so saturated. So I was like, all right, I dolled up the back wall.
I love the
It
black.
looks great.
I love the wall. It's special just for you.
Yeah. So Gary, first of all, we want everybody to know out there that Gary is, are you called the interim CEO of ASID or are you?
At this
are you
time,
now-
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, CEO, whatever.
They're not letting him go. I can see it already. It's happening. And so Gary, what is that like? Were you going to start retiring or what was going on?
I had retired. I thought I was going to do an Eva. Eva and I worked together for many years with Kurt. And I thought I was finally going to enjoy my home in Italy. And 2 weeks after I left HDR, I got a call and asked if I would take over ASID for a while.
For a while.
That's a dangerous statement, for a while.
Well,
Yeah.
they said 6 months, but it's already been 6 months. So I don't believe them anymore. So, but it's been great, absolutely. To see the changes in the profession and the opportunities, I think we're kind of set up for the right thing with all of this.
Yeah, and Gary, what do you want to share with folks out there?
Well, I think, and everybody's kind of said it, I think we're in a perfect position. The interior design profession deals with the individual, safety, wellness, sustainability, all those things that are about us and why we want to get back together. And I think this is our opportunity to lead out of all of this. And the interior design profession is in the perfect place. So I think all the associations need to work together. And so I think this is our opportunity. The door's open, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about it. So it's kind of it's a great way to kind of end a career giving back. Certainly something I never anticipated.
That's what I want to know. Wait, you gotta tell us that. Like, so when you think of that, you're finally gonna like let go, and then they're like, no, come back in. How do you mentally handle that?
Well, my partner said, good, it'll get you out of my hair.
There's that.
There is that. Like Todd, you know, I understand. It's, I think it was such a surprise because it was not in my mind ever.
Right.
You know, you remember not running the place. So that is tricky, by the way, learning the association side of things.
Right.
And being a member. So you have to be careful.
Yeah.
But it also has opened up a lot of opportunities to talk to the other leadership in the design profession, people like you,
Yeah.
on a different level.
Yeah. No, it's wonderful.
So that's the exciting part.
Yeah.
But Gary, you have the perfect background. Think about all your experiences in so many places, small to big projects. I think you are such the perfect candidate for that role right now.
And
Well, it's interesting. I think it's a time to reconnect with the individual, our members and our chapters. And again, this is all of the professional groups. Everybody, all of us are dealing with the same issue. So Kurt, I think you're right in a way of being a practitioner first.
Mhm.
I understand what they're going through, and hopefully that will help. But I think this is a really good time for us all to learn. You brought it up a while ago when you were talking about hospitality.
Yeah.
Remember when we took hospitality into corporate?
Yeah.
Now we're going to take the lessons learned in residential, and that is already influencing everything we do, and all the way over to healthcare.
Yeah.
So making people feel warm and comfortable and safe, and that comes out of our learnings from residential. So I'm really glad to see Haworth going into more products that we can use with plugs. By the way, I'm very pleased that Lauren won on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, Gary, I'm going to invite you. We're building a new hotel with Patricia. It's going to open in May 2021. Where? In Holland, Michigan, a new guest resort.
We're going to have high design in Holland, Michigan?
Yes, come on.
We were supposed to do a conference, remember, Kurt, and a big opening. We got to still talk about that.
We just have to delay it.
I know.
Oh my. I don't have to stay at that Holiday Inn?
No.
No more. No more.
And you're going to get to stay in products made in Italy, which you have a home designed by Patricia. I think it's not going to be too bad.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. So here's a toast. We're going to bring everybody back. Can everybody come back?
Gary.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Gary, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. We love you too. Oh my God, this is so fun. This was so lovely. Too
look
short,
at
but it was so, I know, I'm like so touched. Oh my God, I gotta take a picture. Wait, is everybody on? Everybody on?
Everybody's on.
Oh, martini, Todd, go for it. Good for you.
How many martinis do we have?
Cheers to all of you.
Cheers.
Hall of Famers.
Yeah, Todd has a real one.
Yeah, Todd is
Salute.
It's a real glass.
Cheers for making a significant contribution to design. And we love you so much. We appreciate, we honor you. And we look forward to the future together, which will definitely change, and you guys will be the change makers. So thank you so much.